of reabsorbing those things. You know, and clearly nothing is identified on MRI.
Right.
You know, that would be a concern. And you know, sometimes we will find some what we call incidental findings, but nothing that's ever going to cause him any medical concern. Or you know, we look at those things. Is there anything that, you know, from a surgical perspective, is this a result of a fluid accumulation, a result of surgery?
Right.
And again, our body has a way of reabsorbing those things.
Right.
So I'll look back and see.
You know, and I just was wondering if the fluid was tested.
Yeah.
You know,
So
and,
yeah, it depends on where it was. If it looks suspicious, then they would. Otherwise, sometimes, you know, we just kind of leave it alone and monitor, allowing the body to reabsorb. You know, clearly if there is a suspicion for a malignancy, we would test it then. Otherwise, you know, we can't just go and test every little bit of fluid accumulation because we put you at risk for something else.
Well, with him having, you know, the tumor last year and having it removed and everything, that was my concern.
Sure.
You know, because that was malignant, and I was worried that if the fluid was present, could it be also
Not necessarily.
malignant?
No, not necessarily.
What stage is his cirrhosis in?
Now that do you have a GI doctor?
No.
No, that I won't know.
Okay.
So I would definitely, you know, once you kind of get through this, you know, maybe your gastroenterologist is somewhere, you know, where you could, you know, go and get involved and they can kind of follow the cirrhosis. If you hadn't had any symptoms, it's probably just a low stage. That's just a speculation, but just based on the appearance, doesn't seem to be anything extreme.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But again, that's kind of where a gastroenterologist or a hepatologist would guide you. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we need to get hooked up with, is a hepatologist.
I think so too. I mean, if anything, to monitor.
Right.
To make sure things aren't going south. Now, I will say, your liver function has been great.
Okay.
It's well preserved.
That was another thing.
Yeah. So I mean, again, if there is, you know, something a little bit more extreme, then it's certainly not affecting the function of the liver. So in that case, we can safely say it's mild.
Well, great.
Okay.
That sounds good. That was my next question, was the liver function.
Yeah. So it's well preserved. But yeah, let me look back on this. I would say if someone said pancreatic cancer, that was
that's
probably
a little
an erroneous.
scary.
Well, of course, and you wouldn't be doing so great right now, right?
You're right.